Hey y'all, I just found perusing, waiting for the pain meds to kick in. Not just the wrist either, but man. So I'm distracting myself by, of course, going through what the country's abuser um, has been up to, and all his little minions. Well, turns out, turns out I found some actually, learned some good things already. Well, not good things. That was sarcastic. But it is news. I'm uploading right now about that. But I saw something in one of my activist groups um, about. I think they said it's in. I I think it was Turkey, but it's actually not a bad idea. If America's unless who's talking can shut up long enough, um, because in some countries you're not allowed to say things, but you can gather a silent protest, just people standing there. We're sitting just, and people are like, what do you hear? What do you? They know damn well what you. Because that's actually brilliant, especially for countries that you you get arrested or in trouble for saying things against the government, or the regime or whatever, or the Reich as it so is, in America. Oh, did that slip out? Um, but if you're not saying anything, you're gonna arrest me just for standing. Just feel like standing and looking at the sky here. You know, what are you gonna arrest them for? They're not doing or saying anything. They're not even holding any signs. They're just sitting there. I would love to have that as a sit-in. Everybody just bring a blanket or whatever and sit down. Just because more people like me, people like me that have problems sitting on the ground, getting up or something like that, we could bring our walker with the seat or a little chair or whatever. So a sit-in would make people, I think, feel less uncomfortable about joining it. If everybody was standing, you're like, great, I'm sitting, but then everybody's gonna be looking at me. But if everybody just brought a blanket or a little chair with them, something to sit on, and just sat down, just sat there. I mean, silence is pretty powerful. I mean, I did just a week or so ago. I did a silent video with just writing on my board. Um, that is definitely something to consider. You can't agitate or try to aggravate us into anything, because even if you're up in our face, we'll just sit there and you just give them a blank look. Give them the look that that Republicans give us. Okay, think about when you're trying to talk to a Republican or MAGA, trying to reason with them and get them to understand, listen, this is one side, and just connect them. You know what I'm saying? When you're trying to do that, and that look you get from them, I call it the bovine look. It's just, how cows look when they're chewing their cud. They're just like, ooh, my ear just popped. That totally blank, looking right through you kind of look. You actually can. If you know how to do those magic eye things where you relax your eyes so they just see a different perspective, and then you see a picture within that just looks like an abstract picture. I love those things. If you're good at that, you'll be great at doing a silent protest, because it's just basically, it's not even just staring at them while they're angry with a completely flaccid expression. Donald should understand what flaccid means. But yeah, just I'm gonna have to make a graphic this morning. I got a place to go at 10:30, but it actually works very well with abusers, because you don't say or do anything to give them any ammunition to use against you. And it's more than that. And it works really well if you feel it in your backbone. And I haven't trying to explain that, but if you actually like feel that, yeah, that's true. That's how I was with when I worked in the prisons. Even if you didn't believe what you were saying, you damn well better make sure they think you believe it. When you're talking to a 6-foot guy, an inmate, and going, that just came running up to you, is like, and you're trying to be unpanicked, and I casually look up at him and was like, so you just look at me and you just assume you know what I know? Do you want to take that chance? How do you know that I haven't been doing martial arts since elementary school? You don't, do you? Go ahead, take that shot if you think you want to take that chance that you assume I don't know any protection. Go ahead, take the shot. I'm right here. And you could just see, and that happened to me. And the look on their face, and the other inmates are in their cells, they see what's happening. And it happened to me. The dude was like 6'1" or 6'2" or something. You know, I'm 5'4", so I'm like, that's right. Go ahead, hit me. Think I'll be easy, don't you? I said, do you always just look at books and the pretty pictures inside and don't bother reading anything? Because that doesn't really tell you the whole story, does it? I really did say stuff like that to him. And the look on his face changed from, hello, Mr. Happy Pants. Hello, my big man. Hello. It changed from, oh, fuck you up, cop. Because they called corrections officer cops. I'm gonna fuck you up, cop. To, what? As soon as I said, you don't know if I know martial arts or not, do you? And his face got that really quick flicker of, like he hadn't thought of that. He just saw a short woman. Fuck it, you know? But I played that shit all the time, but I was very, very upfront. But I also said to him, hey, how do you know I'm not doing that? You don't? I wasn't. How do you know I'm not corrupt? You don't. I might be a very good actress. And I might be completely lying to you. I might be telling the truth. What do you think? That's the shit I would do. And they're like, all of a sudden they're not so fucking sure about what they were pissed sure about 10 seconds ago. It's not anything anybody else can't do. Don't you believe me? Oh, by the way, I had platinum blonde hair. It was white blonde. So they thought, oh, short, blonde, female, got her number. No. They didn't have my number, Rappy. They didn't have my number at all. But, a silent protest. And it's very good with abusers. When yes, I've been in an abusive relationship too. And you get to a point where there's so much fury you know, or at least I did, you know something's gonna happen, he's gonna throw something or something if you say something, but you don't want to, because I'm a stubborn, you don't want to just drop it because then they think they won or they were correct and they weren't. God damn it, I'm not going to let you think you were when you weren't, you little fuck. That's what was inside of me, but that's not the person I was outside. But every now and then that person stood up, and there was times that for 2 days I didn't say a fucking peep to him. If I had to, ask him something, I would just put a note. I would not open I did not fucking let him hear my voice. I think it was at least 2 days. It might have been almost 3, but I know it was 2. And for somebody that kept telling me to shut the fuck up and listen to him all the time, when I wouldn't even talk to him about just everyday normal things that we needed to converse about, when I wouldn't talk to him. I refused to respond to him. He'd get up in my face trying to intimidate me to fucking, yeah. I'm just like, a little creepy yet? A little uncomfortable? A little unnerving? Imagine a wall of people with as blank a face as they can get, as vacant eyes as Melania. No response, no humanity, just a silent wall on the border of his sanity. Respond to those around you because they deserve humanity. All the while, focused on the object of your scorn. Let your eyes talk for you. Yeah. I may be animated, and I may have a very animated voice, but I can go dead eyes monotone just as well as being animatedly human. And you can change the visage from just blank, you get nothing from me, zilch, to fury, or you can go to revenge. Hell, you can even hug each other with both of your eyes remained on your subject, silently scorning them. do you think? What do you think? I don't know. A silent wall protest. Kind of like it. Especially for the ones that, like I said, just do a sit-in. A silent sit-in. The hippies did that. Time to get your headbands on, people.